Welcome to ATP Customs. Well, it's short box challenge time. I got a moment, so I snuck out here, got a can of gas, have a battery. We need to find out if this thing will actually flash. This is one of those, you know how you see all the videos, the will it run videos, millions of guys are doing it right now, titling will it run, and they know it runs. Well, I actually don't know if this one runs. This one came out of the back of a scrapyard. He said he had it running once, but it ran rough. So that usually means I got to spend 500 bucks on it. It needs a battery. It needs all the oils changed. It'll need plugs, wires, cap and rotor. That's normal for every beater we drag out of there. But let's see if it'll flash. It runs! Guess I need more fuel. I picked quite the jalopy to start my short box challenge with, because in here is a steering column, a steering box, a starter, U-joint bolts. There is a mess of stuff's been done to this truck that doesn't look good. So let's add some more fuel. But it runs. Yeehaw! There is absolutely no floor in this truck. Look at that. That is horrifying. So I might be doing a cab swap on this baby. But I do have a cab for it. And it runs. That's exciting. So the really cool thing about this truck, and the reason I am choosing to build this truck, even though it is so far gone, is when I was working in the oil field, I would come home and I would volunteer all the spare time I had. And for 3 years, I volunteered to work for Steve Brandt, the top fuel engine builder, so that I could learn from him. Before he had Brandt Motorsports, he had a company with a guy named Arnie called Progressive Automotive Racing. And they built crazy high performance engines, just did some of the most awesome work you've ever seen. And then Steve went off on his own and he did nothing but superchargers, turbos, and nitrous in anything he could get his hands on, from snowmobiles to he was building 7,500 horse motors. And I find this one in the back of a scrapyard and it has his sticker on it. So it had to come home with me. It's got some sentimental value because we lost him in 2013. Had a horrible accident in his shop. And now I keep getting all these vehicles with motors or something that he's touched and built. For example, my Jimmy, my big black Jimmy, turns out that motor was built by Progressive Automotive. So that's really cool to me. That's why I like these things. They have sentimental value to me because it's a connection to my friend who I lost. This thing is so far gone though. Most people would say, nope, not touching it, scrap it. That's why it was in a scrapyard. But if my buddy Steve worked on it, we better bring it back to life. And that's actually funny. His favorite carburetor ever was the Carter AFB carb. So I do not doubt for a second that he put that on this thing. It's just strange that it ended up in my hands. So, it fires. That means it's got potential. And since it's had a body lift, then the body bolts possibly will come out not too bad. But I do have another cab for it, so that's awesome. I guess I'm doing a cab swap. Boy, do I get myself into trouble with these things. Had to build two, didn't I? So I guess I'm building a rust bucket 4x4 and a short box 69 C10 for my short box challenge. If you guys are interested in joining the fun, Even if you just want to give a hand, we could use help in the shop. Anybody out there that's got a short box, let's do this. And now we better go look at my other cab and check it out, see if it's okay or not. So let's go for a walk. So this is a 79 two-wheel drive dually. 79 round headlights. Has the headlight bezel, goes around the signal, not above it. Also has the chrome piece, it goes all the way down, which is kind of cool. Don't see too many of those around here. And the fenders are good. It's got a good seat in it. My buddy Terry got the doors off it for his build. And we got to do rockers. But the floor looks good because it was covered in gravel and dirt, so it didn't rust out. And being it's two-wheel drive, you would have to put a body lift in it anyway to clear the transmission with the low hump in it. And that truck already has a body lift, so that's good. And I'm pretty sure I have another hood around here for this thing, because that one is folded in, you know, the usual Chevy spot where they fold. So there you go, that is the plan on that short box. You just gotta make room in the shop. You guys got the shop completely torn apart, vehicles ripped apart everywhere, so it's waiting a couple of days before it gets to the shop. But thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe.